recognized symbol of excellence in sports entertainment.
All right, Hulk Hogan teams up with Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff this week as they square off against the Moondogs. Rex and Spot in our feature bout. Hi again, everyone. This is Gene Okerlund back in the Sports Control Center, and welcome again to All-American Wrestling. This week, you're going to be seeing King Tonga going against Pete Doherty from up in Boston, Massachusetts at the Boston Garden. The Duke of Dorchester is going to be back. In addition, Valentine and Beefcake. I'd like to have you hold back on your comments. I'll get them from you during the match sometime. It's going to be Valentine and Beefcake, former tag team champions in tag team competition. And in addition, in the body shop, Jake the Snake Roberts to be special guest this week. And don't forget, we've got a ladies' bout and a very special telephone call that I'm going to be making this week to, of all places, Death Row. Stay tuned. We're going to be right back after this. Slam, fall, press, kick, smash, or pound the Toyota Hilux. There's no way you can break it.
Oh, what a feeling!
Unbreakable.
Toyota!
3-minute time limit. First from Dorchester, Massachusetts, weighing 240 pounds, the Duke of Dorchester, Pete Doherty. His opponent from Tonga, weighing 265 pounds, King Tonga.
King Tonga against the Duke of Dorchester. Gorilla Monsoon here at ringside in the Boston Garden with me, Gene Okerlund. Tonga is 15,000 richer, Gene, but he hasn't collected it yet.
I don't know if he ever will collect the money. As everybody knows, everybody in the wrestling world knows that King Tonga indeed slammed Big John Studd.
The Duke attacks immediately. I'm sure, wow, look at that shot by Tonga. And a headbutt. Tonga on the rampage. He doesn't like to be suckered like that, Gene.
Could even have an opportunity to take part of his gear off, and of course, a very assertive Pete Doherty was in there, all over Tonga, and that's not going to happen to this big man from the South Pacific.
Well, another big tag team combination here now in the World Wrestling Federation. He and CV Afi have been teaming up of late and doing a tremendous job.
They're going to be good.
Full Nelson being applied. Oh, look at that. Broke it easily. Stepped right behind. Oh, watch out. Mr. Doherty is in for a hard drop here. Wow, right on his back. Well, after all, he was only telling him what the referee asked him to do, Gene. He only did what he was asked.
He doesn't speak the language all that well. I'm sure there's a few things he doesn't understand. However,
can't imagine anyone getting that big on coconuts and bananas, though, Gene.
Oh, he's put together.
Oh, my God, yes.
Like
what a powerhouse.
Like a house.
And when the adrenaline starts flowing in his system, he has the strength of at least 5 or 6 men, in my opinion.
Tremendously explosive.
Big smile on the face of Doherty. Look at the power shown here by King Tonga as he places him gingerly right on that top turnbuckle. Could have did anything he wanted to there, but chose to do nothing.
Tonga, another of the many greats we see out of the South Pacific. Samoa, Tonga, Fiji, who chooses to go without the shoes.
Well, very, very difficult thing to do, Gene. You know, in all my years as a pro wrestler, I only entered the ring without shoes on, I think, once or twice, and that was under duress because somebody had forgot to pack them, either myself or someone else. And otherwise, no way, shape, or form would I ever do that. Oh, step over toe hold, but didn't hang on to it very long as Tonga is lightning quick. It's so easy to get stone bruises, Gene. Shin splints. He doesn't have any footwear on.
Absolutely. Look at the mush on this Dorchester. That's a face only a mother can love. I'm not too sure about that.
Well, you'll have to check with his mom on that one, Gene. Finger right to the eye. I don't care how big and powerful you are when somebody sticks their thumb right in your eye. It's going to take its course.
We'll take the wind out of your sails.
There's a mistake. Doherty did not do his homework. Tonga with extremely hard cranium, and the Duke does the wise thing, bails out.
You know, it's surprising, Gorilla Monsoon, and you as a former professional wrestler really have got to be impressed at the tremendous speed that King Tonga possesses in light of his size.
Well, that's youth, Gene.
Yeah, that helps.
That's youth. There's no substitute for that. But he is extremely agile and quick. Oh, short turnbuckle job done by the Duke. Watch out. Oh, you might as well send him a telegram on that particular move. Tonga now unloading with the karate shots. Master of quite a few of the martial arts. Winding up the Duke now. Standing front kick, caught him right in the mush.
Right in the face. How much more of that can Doherty take?
Not a whole lot. That's the wrong thing to do, try to exchange blows with King Tonga. But once again, into the turnbuckle. The Duke is fighting with everything he's got. He's got a lot of, I don't know, should you say supporters here in the Boston area? Oh, look at that nice move to the side. Front roll. Slipped right underneath with a nice arm drag. He's showing him the finesse side of King Tonga now, Jim.
Oh, my word.
Oh,
here it
tell
is.
me about it. Reverse thrust kick right underneath the jaw. Look out. Flying headbutt right to the sternum area. Get the shower ready.
Oh, that's all she wrote. What a phenomenal effort on the part of King Tonga.
Tonga having a good time here in the Boston Garden at the expense of the Duke of Dorchester. Let's get the official word.
Here is your winner, King Tonga.
Great effort, but still a good match for King Tonga. Doherty
Absolutely.
certainly did not give up anywhere along the line.
Well, the Duke is not a quitter any way, shape, or form. He'll get in there with anybody. Let's take a look at how he wrapped it up here. Nice forward roll, showing us that speed and agility. Now a couple of nice quick arm drags. Catches the Duke coming in. And now watch this move. Sends him in. Big backdrop. Oh, right down on his left hip.
He hit hard.
Oh,
He hit hard.
20 years from now, Gene, he'll be limping around wondering why. Look at that reverse thrust kick right on the jaw. Tonga realizes he's got him in a compromising position. Spiral headbutt coming down right in the sternum area. Decides to hook the leg. Good night. 1, 2, 3. As Doherty in vain tries to kick out.
Good win for King Tonga.
Tonga on to victory here in the Boston Garden, and we'll be back.
All right, great to be working once again with Gorilla Monsoon, and great for me to get back to Beantown, to Boston, at World Wrestling Federation action up in that great community. Boy, do they support professional sports in the city of Boston. How about the mug on that Pete Doherty, guys, huh? Every other tooth is missing. He's incredible. By the way, stand by, coming up a little bit later on in the program, that special telephone call to Ted Bundy down in the great state of Florida.
Toyota blows
First update from the WWF, here's Gene Okerlund.
Extensive coverage of the Intercontinental Champion of the World begins on page 22 in the latest edition of the World Wrestling Federation magazine. The Macho Man, Randy Savage, along with Elizabeth, has taken the World Wrestling Federation by storm. The Sarasota, Florida native and former Major League Baseball player is literally on fire. However, on February 8th of this year in the Boston Garden, against the then champion Tito Santana, Randy Savage established a clear proclivity for grossly bending the rules. I asked the Macho Man about that particular title bout in Beantown.
Yes, I told the whole world it was in Boston or all over the world. The wrestling world was shocked. But things that you think that you saw, you didn't see. Yeah, you didn't see what you saw. Macho Man Randy Savage talking to you right now. And I got the Intercontinental Heavyweight Championship belt. But if the match would have been differently done, it would have been the same outcome. Because I'm the world's greatest athlete. Ask Tito Santana, ask Hulk Hogan, ask anybody in the world of professional wrestling, and you'll know that I am #1. Yeah.
Doctor says to believe whatever he says. He may have won the Intercontinental title, but Randy Savage did not win the hearts of wrestling fans. With his rebarbative persona and his manhandling of Elizabeth, the Macho Man is fortunate to possess tremendous God-given talent.
This is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first to my left, the manager, Luscious Johnny Valiant. And Luscious Johnny Valiant presents his dream team from Seattle, Washington, weighing 248 pounds, Greg the Hammer Valentine. His partner from San Francisco, California, at 271 pounds, Brutus Beefcake. Their opponent from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, weighing 228 pounds, Serge Jodor. His partner from Portland, Oregon, at 242 pounds, Rick Hunter.
All right, Rick Hunter and Serge Jodor teaming up to face former tag team title holders. There they are, likeness of them. Making reference, of course, to this man, Brutus Beefcake. Luscious Johnny Valiant leading Brutus and Greg the Hammer Valentine on to the tag team title on one occasion. By the way, I don't know if you noticed it or not, Bruno, we saw the left eye, I think it is, of Valentine, who is just as black as it can be. He takes his lumps, no doubt of that. Valentine sporting a shiner.
No question about it. Hey, you know, they're meeting the toughest of opponents, and the shiners, you have sore back, and knees, and neck, and everything else.
And hopefully that's the worst of it. More often it's not. Valentine and Beefcake so determined to climb the ladder back up into the #1 spot of contention for the tag team championship.
Well, I'll tell you, they've been tough ever since they lost their titles. They've been meeting everybody, and they've been very, very successful.
Look at that. Ricky Hunter landed on his feet, arm drag, take down by Hunter. Valentine caught off guard under the dragon. Look at Ricky Hunter, all right. Nice maneuvering on the part of Rick Hunter.
Well, Rick Hunter's a veteran. He's been around quite a while, and he's one of the tough veterans in that ring. And I guess he just showed Greg Valentine a couple of tricks here. Maybe Valentine was a little surprised at.
Valentine with Hunter backs him to the corner. Shot to the ribs, forearm to the head, and no one can throw a forearm, I don't believe, quite like Valentine. Look at Hunter's hit, snapping back.
Well, I think...
Hunter now set up for the ride, but a nice reversal. Valentine to the buckle. Uh-oh. Hunter kind of telegraphed that, I suppose.
Yes, he did. He telegraphed it. You can't do that with a guy like Greg Valentine. He's going to take advantage of it, and he did.
Valentine, former Intercontinental Champion, former tag team title holder, and now Brutus Beefcake. Reversing things, and round she goes. Look at this. Tagged in now. Jodor. Working to the midsection, but now you can see underhooking is Brutus Beefcake now. Trying to set him up for a suplex. Gets him up. Drops him down. The neck snapping back across the canvas. Brutus Beefcake hurls himself to the rope. Ooh, with a kick to the chest. Beefcake and Valentine, their styles so vastly divergent, serving really only to complement their collective maneuvering in the ring.
Yes, they are, and I'll tell you, I think that Johnny Valiant had a lot to do with that, with all the training that they had together and all the working out, but they certainly are one of the more successful teams in professional wrestling today.
Johnny Valiant, some time ago, many of you will recall himself, a former co-holder of the tag team title, so certainly eminently qualified to give advice to this dream team, as he calls it, a Valentine Beefcake. Double team effort, and Jodor is in trouble.
Mr. Jodor is about to get caught in a figure-4 leg lock, I'm afraid.
Uh-oh. Valentine clamps it down, and he's done just that. Normally it spells defeat. Jodor, no exception, he gives up. side, Beefcake, victorious once again. Oh, come on now. Hunter doing all he can to keep them at bay.
Here are your winners, Greg the Hammer Valentine and Brutus Beefcake.
All right, let's go back down to the replay. We'll show you the suplex. Brutus Beefcake setting up Showdown.
And there he is. He gets Showdown ready for a front face lock. He scoops him up, and here it is for a big suplex. And of course, from the suplex, boom, look at that, boom. Then, of course, they went on to the figure 4 leg lock, and here's Valentine.
Yes. I don't know anyone that can escape that figure 4 leg back once Valentine clamps it down. Stand by, everybody. Let's take you to the interview.
Of course, many, many incredible superstars right here in the World Wrestling Federation. Many have extremely rare talents outside of the ring that oftentimes you don't see. But one wrestler who every time he steps into the squared circle exhibits not only his wrestling talent, but his oracle talents as well. And I am talking about none other than the great orator of the World Wrestling Federation, Leaping Lanny Poffo. And Lanny, a lot of the fans ask, these great poems you come up with prior to each match. I mean, do they just come naturally, or do you sit down and kind of prepare those before going to the ring?
Well, first of all, thank you very much, Killer Ken, for the great introduction. And poetry to me has been a hobby that I've had ever since I was sophomore in high school, when it became evident to me that this was my talent. You know, I couldn't sing, I couldn't dance. There's a lot of things I can't do, but everybody's got their good points, their minuses, and I love poetry, I love professional wrestling, and I see myself rather as a knight of the round table. And the fact that courage, purity, honesty, humility, charity, fidelity, diligence, these are the precepts. These are the moral ideals that I take with me to the ring. Look back through the annals of history in the Wrestling Hall of Fame, men from all nations with courage to spare who struggle to carve out a name. Now compare these high standards of valor to those chivalrous knights of yore, with bravery as staunch as their armor, their glory both legend and lore. My medieval connection with wrestling relives that magnificent past. Though mindless skeptics may snicker and scoff, the winner is he who laughs last.
Well, there's no need to ask how much preparation it takes, Lanny Poffo. That absolutely fantastic, and definitely on the spur of the moment. Orator and wrestler extraordinaire, the leaping one, Leaping Lanny Poffo. We'll be right back.
You can't beat it.
Oh, what a feeling.
Unbeatable traction.
Toyota.
Some laughs here in the Sports Control Center. I want to thank the lovely lady up in Boulder, Colorado, the cat lady, for giving me that jar of gefilte fish the last time I was in Denver. And from, as it was a Burlingame, California, a young lady gave me this. I like this. I like this. Oh, very good. Let's go up to the ring right now for some exciting action as All-American Wrestling continues. You gotta be kidding me.
The following contest is a very special attraction. It involves two of the outstanding lady wrestlers. This bout is scheduled for one fall. May I introduce to my left from County Cork, Ireland, weighing 143 pounds, Velvet McIntyre. Her opponent from Springfield, Missouri, at 156 pounds, Penny Mitchell.
Oh, nice arm drag right off the bat by the fiery redhead from Ireland, Velvet McIntyre. Of course, her and Penny Mitchell both climbing that ladder of success here in the World Wrestling Federation, looking for a title shot with the ladies champion, the fabulous Moolah. And I'm sure a victory here would just about lock up a #1 spot. Nice arm wringer now by Velvet. Penny reverses it immediately. And still another reversal. Whipped the right over with it. Now going to work on the left bicep of Penny Mitchell. Talk about being able to move around that ring in a hurry. These two young ladies can certainly do that. They can do it any way you want. You want to mix it up. You want to have a wrestling match. You want to have a Pier 6 brawl. They'll oblige you in whatever fashion you so desire. Referee Dick Kroll, third man in the ring, looking for a clean break here in the ropes. And he gets it from Velvet McIntyre. Of course, you can bet that somewhere in the wings watching this matchup, the fabulous one is there someplace. She knows the magnitude of this match and that the #1 contender could come out of this match very easily. Oh, look at that move by Penny Mitchell. That will give you a negative attitude forever. Irish whip coming up, yes. Oh, beautiful flying elbow by Penny Mitchell. Sends Velvet McIntyre down to the canvas. Probably knocked the wind out of her. Over for the cover, 2 count only by referee Dick Kroll. Velvet with all that flowing red hair. Just inviting, and I'm sure it's hard. Oh, look at Penny. It's hard to keep your hands out of it. The referee getting on her case right now. That'll be very difficult to keep your hands out of that hair, I'm sure. Irish whip in once more. Oh, ducked underneath that elbow. Look out. Nice leapfrog by Velvet over the top. Oh, monkey flip from a standing position. A beautiful move. Velvet, went for a high cross body, and Penny ducked right underneath her. And Velvet, once again, flying through air, came down heavy on the canvas. Sort of telegraphed that move a little bit, which you really can't afford to do, but experience-wise, both of these ladies about even. Win-loss records also very similar. Oh, front suplex. It's time to check and see whether all the ribs are still working. 2 count again. Nice bridge by Velvet. Basic move in all of wrestling, bridging. Then he drops her down, and Velvet decides to come out the back door. That right arm just snuck out of there. Penny Mitchell starting to unload with a heavy artillery on Velvet McIntyre. A blatant chokehold now. She has her draped over that second rope. Could be a disqualification. No, she turned it loose. Another capacity crowd on hand for this World Wrestling Federation ladies matchup. Penny Mitchell looks like she doesn't want Velvet anywhere inside the ring and tried to just eliminate her, but didn't get all the way out. Hard to tell the facial expression. Whoa, not hard to tell that right hand, though, as that hair is hanging down in the face of Velvet McIntyre. Oh, sunset roll-up, couldn't get her. Penny out of there in a hurry. Surprised Velvet was even able to apply that because she's taken quite a bit of punishment so far in this matchup. Look at that, another 2 hands full. Come on, referee, do something. Velvet needs to mount some kind of offense here very shortly, or this one's going to be history. It's going to go down for a win for Penny Mitchell. Possibly plummet her right to a title shot with a fabulous one move. Forearm shot. Uh-oh, nobody home on that one. Once again, Velvet hurt and not able to retaliate immediately, but whoa, comes up with a big roundhouse right, sending Mitchell down to the canvas, and another one. And now the tables have turned. Beal out of the corner. Drop kick, 1 foot, it caught her right in the chin. And a second one catches her once again. Oh, beautiful reverse. Hook both legs out, 2 count only. Close, but no cigar. My friend Mean Gene would say only in horseshoes and hand grenades. Look out now, it's Penny on the receiving end. Beautiful elbow by Velvet. Working again on the legs, got a double hook in there. Possible Boston Crab here if she decides to turn her over. No, giant swing. Free ride for Penny Mitchell as Velvet McIntyre goes round and round. And look at Velvet. She's a little bit dizzy after that one. You know Penny is. Big splash, nobody there. Fortunately, that move would have worked for Velvet had she been able to apply it immediately, but she was a little bit dizzy herself after that giant swing. Now both girls hurt, a little bit tired, taking an awful lot of punishment. Oh, look at this move, backflip, no. Penny saw that one coming, ducked underneath it nicely. Well, Velvet's missed about 3 moves in this particular match so far. Lucky for her, none of them terminated the match. Irish whip in, no reversal, follows the win. Nice sunset roll-up reverse. Oh, nice bridge. Oh, we got a 3 count, yes. Did we get it? No. Referee said the shoulder was up. He's still down there. 2 count only. Boy, was that close, and a standing drop kick out of nowhere for Velvet. Oh, we're making another cover. 2 count again. Nope. Penny Mitchell about spending this match. Oh, reverting to some very unorthodox tactics right now. She sticks the thumb right into the eye of Velvet McIntyre. Desperation move on her part. Referee warning both ladies at this particular point in time. Look out, suplex coming up now. Slam, but couldn't hold her. Down for the count. Whoa, close again, but that left shoulder popped out of there. One good offensive move from either girl at this particular point in time will terminate this match, I'm sure. Irish whip, no, reversed by Penny. Look out on the second turnbuckle. Oh, didn't go over the back. As she expected, we're going to see a front roll here into a Penny combination. Hooks the legs. Goodbye. Tremendous hard-fought victory for Velvet McIntyre. Penny Mitchell really got confused and a little bit mixed up about what she thought Velvet was going to do.
Here is your winner, Velvet McIntyre.
Velvet McIntyre, sort of a half smile on her face. What a hard-fought victory. Let's go back and take a look, if we can, at this tremendous move. Nice reversal here into the turnbuckle, but Velvet quick. I thought she was going to come straight over, and so did Penny Mitchell. Look at this now. Shoulders seated. Slips right down, rolls over nicely, and hooks both. Believe me, when she puts that on you, there is no kicking out. There's no picking up any shoulders. A hard-fought victory, but nonetheless, it goes down in the record books. Tremendous victory here this week in the World Wrestling Federation for Velvet McIntyre, which will put her that much closer to a title match with the reigning women's champion, the Fabulous Moolah. We'll be back.
Oh, yeah. Ted Bundy, please. Ted, this is the governor. No, just kidding. Ted, this is Gene Okerlund from the World Wrestling Federation. How's your weather down there? Hot. Okay, very good. No. I don't know if I would do that if I were you, but more power to you, Ted. Oh, that's a killer. I like that. Very good. Say, are you related to King Kong Bundy? Oh, I agree. He's murder. Yeah. Relax, Ted. Grab a seat. Have some juice. Right. Yeah, sorry about that. Say, what in life gives you a charge? Oh, is that right? Oh, well, any thoughts on a last meal? Fried gefilte fish? I don't know about that, Ted. I think we've got just about everything you need here, though, my friend. Stay tuned. We're going to be right back. Thank you, Ted Bundy. You're great. Look at this. This is big. This is incredible. Hulk Hogan. Latest doll. You got to get this one. You got to get it. Let's go to the body shop. Guest host, the magnificent Morocco.
Magnificent moment with the magnificent Morocco.
and a man, a veteran of professional wrestling, a man who needs no introduction, Jake the Snake Roberts. You know, it's nice to sit next to a man and look into his eyes and see what he's all about and understand where he's coming from. And I see a lot of cold, hard eyes when I look into you. That's right. I feel, when I sit next to you, I feel completely comfortable because I know deep down in your heart, I can see the darkness within you. You know, we all choose a side when we walk through life. Some people let themselves be fueled by foolish pride. And then there are others, the smart ones, the survivors, like this snake, that adapt to the changing times and push on. To me, a snake represents mystery, represents evil, represents secret. To you, what is the snake? What is it got to you? What does it, Damien, mean to you? When I look at the snake, I look at how well he's adapted through time, because after all, he's been here since Adam and Eve. And even Eve made a choice. But then again, when I look at him, I wonder, how can they survive when they can't hear? But then you think about, if you couldn't hear, you wouldn't have to listen to a lot of people's trash. You know what I'm talking about? Opinions. Exactly. You are a man that I can understand, and you stand for what I believe in. And you have humiliated, and you are on the road to humiliating a lot of people in the WWF. Well, the whole thing with me is this. Everybody knows the DDT is the only thing that rules. Magnificence and the Snake, it's been all your pleasure.
Boy, a couple of sickos there. Between Morocco and Jake the Snake Roberts, this man is not sick. He is the heavyweight champion of the world. These dolls now are out on the market. They're nearly a 1.5 feet tall. And Jimmy, can we get a nice tight shot of the face? Boy, this, I tell you, an incredible likeness to the heavyweight champion of the world right there, Hulk Hogan. That is good looking. It's ideal for gift giving. Here, I'm gonna give it to you. Here you go.
Thank you, King.
It's from me. Have fun, pal.
Team match is scheduled for one fall. In the ring at this time, from parts unknown, at a total combined weight of 557 pounds, Rex and Spot, the Moondogs. And their opponents, from Tampa, Florida, weighing 262 pounds, Mr. Wonderful, Paul Orndorff. And his partner from Venice Beach, California, weighing 302 pounds, the World Wrestling Federation Heavyweight Champion, Hulk Hogan.
All right. Hulkamania runs wild. His capacity crowd. Yes, sir, a real American. Unbelievable excitement. You can feel the electricity.
Oh, you sure can. You look at these people, all standing. Everybody's up on their feet.
I'll tell you what, though. These Moondogs are a tough tag team combination. And the Moondogs know that they have a golden opportunity here. If the Moondogs defeat Orndorff and Hogan, they're going to catapult to the #1 spot of contention.
That's for sure, and they are tough. We know how tough the Moondogs are, but that's a big task.
Moondog Spot gets nowhere the shoulder back. Scoops up the Hulkster does. A slam by the Hulkster. Moondog Rex tagged in. Champion Hulk Hogan takes him over the hip. A lunge, a scoop, and another slam. Paul Orndorff wants to tag in. He wants to tag in badly. The Hulkster just did just that. Orndorff off the rope. Whoa, behind the Moondog. Off the rope again. Forearm, and down goes Moondog Rex.
What a blow.
Yeah, it was. Whoa. Orndorff with a slam on Moondog Rex. Looking to tag his partner and does. Spot Moondog arm drag, takedown by Paul Orndorff, another one. And now, whoa, Orndorff a little leery, justifiably, to go into the corner of the Moondogs.
Smart, but hey, you don't want to get caught in that corner. Those are two big, tough guys in there. He's saying, come on out here, center ring. And here comes Rex.
Yes, the larger of the two Moondogs. Moondog Rex with Paul Orndorff back to the corner. Goes downstairs. Tries to set him up. Yes, reversal by Orndorff. Paul Orndorff, a one-man gang in there at the moment. Hulk Hogan wanting to tag in. But meanwhile, that's Spot who tagged Rex. Orndorff still hanging on to the side headlock. Tag is made behind Orndorff's back. Spinning away. Hulkster looking for the tag. Not yet.
Well, Orndorff says, I still have things to do in here.
Moondog Rex getting ready to lock back up with Paul Orndorff.
Yeah, but in all honesty, you know, Hogan wants to tag in, and Orndorff should tag out, because as a team, it's better to make little quicker tags, I think.
Keep your partner fresh. Meanwhile, however, Orndorff is doing a superb job. Yes, he's a flying body press, too. Can't quite get it. They're chanting, we want Hulk. But I'll tell you what, Orndorff is cleaning house all by himself. Handful of hair by the Moondog. Orndorff reaching way back, rocking back now. Hulkster moves around to the near side. Ready to help his partner, Orndorff. Now here, look at that. Orndorff goes from one Moondog to the other. Paul Orndorff. One-man gang off the rope. Ooh. Shoulder block by Orndorff. Off the rope again over Moondog. Rex right back in front of him. Collision. No, leapfrog. Uh-oh, they cut him right off. You see what they did there?
They sure did. They sure did, and there was a spot there.
That's what'll happen if you stay in there too long. They'll figure out your maneuvers. They'll set you up.
Just did a big suplex. Just got. Now, yeah, tag out, tag out.
I'm surprised Orndorff was in a bit of trouble, and is in a bit of trouble. Had the opportunity to tag the Hulkster. Now you see the Moondogs with their frequent tags.
Well, right now Orndorff's in trouble. Oh, here he comes.
A block. Oh, they're holding him back. Look out. Moondog Rex. Uh-oh. Paul Orndorff with Rex. Covers him. And a 3 count. Paul Orndorff wanting to hear the loud roar of the fans. And the Hulkster, proud as he can be, because Orndorff was indeed a one-man gang.
The team of Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff and Hulk Hogan.
Well, I certainly hope King Kong Bundy and Big John Studd were looking on here, because this is just a sampling of what's going to happen next week when Orndorff and the Hulkster team up once again and take on the extraordinary, perhaps the most awesome tag team combination in the WWF today in Studd and Bundy. Let's go back, pick up the replay.
And here we go. Here's where you're going to see Paul Orndorff get Rex the Moondog into his devastating pile driver. And of course, once he delivers Rex, you know there's no escape. And here goes Rex as he goes down. Orndorff covers him, hooks him, and there you have the pin. 1, 2, 3.
Look at all these Hulkamaniacs jam-packing this arena. The Hulkster, victorious. Here, Paul Orndorff and the Hulkster, a force to reckon with that Bundy and Studd must face next week. Stay tuned, everybody.
Well, now, wrestling fans, as you are very aware indeed, many times here in the World Wrestling Federation, two men will tangle with one another, and coming out of that battle, a deep-seated hatred will develop. And certainly one of the hottest feuds in all of professional wrestling has taken place right here in the World Wrestling Federation. It stemmed from Saturday night's main event back on Saturday evening, May the 3rd. And of course, I am talking about the incident between Ricky the Dragon Steamboat and Jake the Snake Roberts. And Ricky the Dragon, as you're aware, an incident that involved a sneak attack from behind prior to the match even starting. But Ricky, in the last couple of weeks, I've detected really a bit of a change in Jake the Snake Roberts. For so many weeks, he was being out here saying, tell Steamboat that he had a taste of it once. If he comes back again, his career will end. You don't fool with the snake twice. Chasing trains, being dead wrong, a lot of things. But he realizes it was all to no avail because you have kept coming back and you are hot on his trail, and I'm beginning to think he doesn't quite know what to make of it.
Well, you know something, Ken, you know, the first time that we had the contract signing and the first time that we were to meet on such a special occasion as Saturday night's main event, because the coverage of the media, the millions of viewers involved, all the wrestling fans, and I'm sure the wrestlers around the world, when Jake the Snake first came into this area wrestling second and third match and so on and wanted to get up into that main event caliber, sort of stepping on some toes, this particular incident that happened to me, this cheap shot, and I'll call it a cheap shot,
no doubt,
put him right up in the main event area. Now, going back to what you were saying about me coming back with all the type of statements that he makes on TV and talking about how he utilizes phrases, utilizes words. He's very good at putting things in certain places to try and psych out his opponent.
Certainly does.
And everything that he has said in the past has come true. Everything that he's done in the past has come true, with a few exceptions. He never thought for 1 minute that dropping my head on the cement floor that I would be able to come back after that. He never thought. He thought that that game attack, that plan that he had to get that kind of coverage, to put him up there into instant stardom, would do the job. Well, Mr. Roberts, as I stand before you now and looking at you and I'm talking to you, this has turned into something very, very personal. There are vendettas. There are guys out there that really dislike each other, that really go out for the gold to get to that main event status. But then there are incidents that happen in our business in which you deliberately and purposely try to put somebody out. This is what you try to do to me. I bounce back. Now, I'm not saying that I'm out to put you out on purpose, but don't cut me short, Roberts. Don't cut me short.
Concluding another action-packed hour of All-American Wrestling. Wow, what a bout this week. Hulk Hogan, Paul Orndorff teaming up against the Moondogs. And next week's feature bout, back here on All-American Wrestling, pits that same team, Hulk Hogan and Paul Mr. Wonderful Orndorff, against Big John Studd and King Kong Bundy. That is going to be truly something else. In addition, you're going to be seeing the American Express. That's the tandem of Mike Rotundo and Golden Boy, Danny Spivey. In addition, Jake the Snake Roberts will be making an appearance here next week on All-American Wrestling. Handsome Harley Race, King of the Ring, yes. Assigned to go against Tony Atlas, that match from Boston, Massachusetts, and the famous Boston Garden. And, of course, there is going to be a whole lot more, including a very prudently placed telephone call to someone in the continental United States. You got that, didn't you? Thank you, I thought so. So join us again, back here next week for All-American Wrestling. Me, Gene Okerlund, saying for all of us here in the Sports Control Center, have a good week. So long, everybody.